Well, I'm going to the city and I'm gonna do a city show. And I know all my fans wanna learn how to make some dough. I've been cruising up and down for trades each and every night. And with my iPhone reclining, I know we're gonna get it just right. I'll get inside your mind, we'll have a real good time. We're gonna trade today, we gotta trade today. Go askSlim.
Hi, I'm Steve Miller. Call me Slim, and this is the askSlim Market Week. It's a look back at what happened in the financial markets in the past week, and a look forward at what might happen in the next week. Hopefully, lots of great ideas and opportunities for you throughout the show. Well, like the post office, neither a snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night, nor 101 fever is going to stray this courier of market analysis from his appointed rounds. Yes, I'm not feeling well today, but I wanted to bring something here, and this is going to be the shortest, most abbreviated market week in the history of askSlim. And it's a Thursday pre-holiday anyway at this point. So the market had huge swings this week. Monday saw the biggest day that we have seen since 2015 for the Dow, 670-point gain. And then we saw massive selling come in on Tuesday in the tech stocks, and that put an end to that. It's an up week for the market, but it doesn't look like it at all, because we had this deluge of selling, or series of them, come into the market in the tech stocks. It's a bouncing week, however, because the previous Thursday and Friday, the end of last week, saw the market absolutely collapse. Facebook still reeling because of the data breach, and now the FTC coming out with a probe on them and their use of data. Amazon led the downside many times. There were some massive downswings in there as President Trump targeted it for unfair tax treatment and for killing other retailers. Of course, if we followed those policies, we may still be using buggy whips. I'm still a free market guy, and I'm for the disruptor, so I hate that policy. So here we are, a holiday shortened week, and the sellers are here. I mean, you can see that in the market. Despite Friday getting a big bounce, rallies have continued to fail, and Friday we're getting a little bit of Thursday, actually, the end of the week, we're getting a little bit of a reprieve. I think that this action is extremely meaningful, and that we're going to see much more on the downside. I've talked about the decline coming through June. In my mind, well, this is following that pattern exactly. The question is not will it fall into late spring, but how much? And I think it could be pretty severe. Let's take a look at the 60-minute chart of the S&P 500 as we switch over to the charts. And you can see in here, 4 days is what we're looking at this week. We had this huge update here on Monday as the market just exploded, the best day since 2015. You can see that big update right over here. And then in here, there was some news out that Trump may go after China for their investment in U.S. tech stocks, plus just getting ready to aim at anything that seems to be tech that takes advantage of their market situation. The FANG stocks get absolutely slammed that day. Biggest, if you look at only the FANG stocks, it was the biggest drop on record. The NASDAQ was up 230 some points here and down 230 some points here. It was just absolutely an amazing move. And then you can see here on Wednesday, the NASDAQ had another big downswell right over there. At one point, Amazon was down 120 points. That was just the worst, and that was the Trump attack. And it rebounded, and you could see all the choppiness that came in over here. And then Friday, we're getting a bit of a reprieve. Some good data came out. You can see Amazon was down 50 here early in the day, but then started to rebound. And Facebook rebounded. NASDAQ is rebounding in here. And we're getting pretty solid gains. NASDAQ up about 1.8% as we get into the final couple hours in here. Consumer sentiment was the best in 14 years. Unemployment, the least amount of unemployment claims in 45 years. So good information coming out, and that should actually be pretty bad for the bond market. The bond market's getting a rally today, and to me it's just the sneaky move into some flight to safety type products, getting ready for the next downswell in the market. For the stock market, it was up about a little over around 2% for the S&P 500, and the Dow Jones also a little better than that. NASDAQ up a little less than 1%, and that's despite that big hit in the FANG stocks. And the Russell up about 1% also. These rebounds that we're seeing in here, like I say, I just don't think that they're going to be able to hold at all. I'll show you that as we look at the stock market short-term view. Bond market 30-year up about 1.5 points on the week. The 10-year yields down about 7 basis points. The dollar gets a small bump up about 0.5%. Gold moved up sharply end of last week and early this week and did a round trip and moved down. It hit near our target, $13.62, and then pulled back about $26. And the oil market did similar, came down after a rally and was down about 95 cents on the week. So we're in the last 3 days now of the special we have on our stock market cycle workshop. So that means you can get the 30% discount if you sign up, and up through March 31st. So here's a little short video on that. I'm sure you've noticed my style of charting is different from most analysts. It's called cycle analysis, and I've been studying this style of analysis for 43 years. Now you can learn it. In fact, you can bring this into your own research. I have just finished recording our cycle analysis workshop. These are 20 video modules that are going to take you through a very great step-by-step process to learn this style of charting. You're going to learn how to take a very basic chart that looks, well, like this, and then take it with each of these steps to get it to look like this or this. This is an amazing difference and a ton of information that comes to you off of those charts as you learn to project forward in time and price. Not only are there 20 videos, but there's also over 20 videos that we attach from our video library that are supportive to these lessons. It's going to be a whole different way that you look at charts. In fact, you will never look at charts the same way as you do right now after you take this workshop. It's going to improve your entries and exits. It's going to raise your win-loss ratio, and it's going to greatly improve your odds of success as a trader or self-directed investor. Go to the front page of askSlim.com. Go to the bottom of that page. You'll see a puzzle piece that says Cycle Analysis Workshop, and just click on that and register. You're only going to be able to do that till April 1st to get this 30% discount. After that, we're going to be at full price selling it there. So make sure you get on our waiting list, and once you sign up, then around April 1st, we're going to send you a special link to go to that page for you to get all the information about it and then sign up for that great price. It's a great investment, and it will make a huge difference in your career going forward. Thanks for listening. All right, you will notice we skipped right over the best and worst for the week. We're going to avoid that today because I have no voice to continue. I wanted to tell you that if you, we're only going to talk about the stock market right now for the short-term view. For the people that really like to see all of the 5 different segments that we look at the short-term view, I'm just going to post yesterday's Future Speak up in our level 1 special video. So if you are a member or not a member, just become a level 1 member, and you'll be able to see the intermediate and short-term analysis for all of the market segments, 23 different futures contracts and ETFs that we do on Future Speak. So look in your level 1, look in your dashboard and where it says special level 1 videos, and you'll be able to see that. And again, if you're not a level 1 member, then just become one, and it's free, and you'll be able to see yesterday's Future Speak with all of the normal and much more of the analysis that we normally do here on Friday. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter at askSlim, subscribe to me on YouTube, and take advantage of signing up for this cycle workshop, which is just absolutely amazing, comprehensive, 20 videos plus 23 more that are linked to supporting videos from our library. So it's really an amazing thing. So I'm going to give you the short-term view right now, but I'm going to do that of only the stock market. And again, take a look in at our Future Speak video, free to everybody this week, for our complete analysis on all of the markets. So here is the stock market. It is rallying today, as you could see. You could see the cycle analysis in there, and this is a beautiful picture of following patterns perfectly. You can see in here this big pattern right in here. That's made up of 2 cycles right in here. They were due to bottom here and then rally. That's exactly what they did. So for the next week, what we're looking for in the stock market is for it to get up into this minor resistance or sell zone. 2666 is that important number right there, and this number right over here is 2692. So that's kind of the area that I think it's going to get up into, and then roll over, and another big selling wave after that. So you can see in there that we are looking for, and we have listed very clearly that we believe that's a sell zone, and the market will reverse from this big up day we're seeing here on Friday. Right now, as we get towards the last hour of the day, S&Ps are up about 43, and the NASDAQ is up 147. So big, strong move in there. We do not believe this is going to hold up. We'll look for a little more upside and then rolling over to the downside. NASDAQ NDX, you can see that right here. This is worse. So you can see that while the S&P held up over here, this one did not, and it actually looks like it's far worse and may not even be able to get up into that sell zone right over there. So this one might have had just a day-and-a-half rally and then broken down already. So these are really bad patterns, and with the intermediate patterns really in jeopardy, really horrible patterns, we would expect that a rally like this will not last, and that it will likely turn over, and some pretty severe selling come back into the market again. Again, if you want to see all of our analysis this week on all of the futures, just go into your dashboard if you're a member, or become a member, level 1 free, and you'll be able to see Future Speak this week, recorded yesterday, with all of our analysis in it. So that's it, the best I can bring today, and I look forward to seeing you healthy next week. Have a absolutely wonderful, healthy holiday weekend, and be careful, because it is so crazy out there.
Well, I'm going to the city, and I'm gonna do a steady show, and I know all my fans wanna learn how to make some dough. I've been crazy.